Hey guys, I'm outside right now at DW Field Park. Trying to see if I feel moved to say anything or like talk about something. I definitely think this is gonna be a good place for me to film like maybe another video when I actually have like a topic. But I don't know. Today I am just grateful. Feeling very grateful to be alive. Feeling very grateful to experience what God has for me. My LSAT scores come out on Wednesday. I feel I'm nervous because, like, the thing is, I have pretty high standards for myself because I want to get into like really good schools. I feel like there's a good chance that I will do well, just like by basic means, but like what I want for myself, I don't think I'm gonna get that. And that's okay. I have to be okay with that because it's very normal for people to do it more than once. Like, it's super, super normal. I am just a perfectionist, and I am trying to learn how to stop being perfect or stop trying to be perfect. I'm not perfect by any means necessary, but for me, when I'm not able to do something well the first time or I don't pick it up quickly, I break down or I just can't function. And I think that comes from me not never having the space to mess up when I was younger. Like, good grades were, it was just the standard. There was no like, you had a bad day, bad semester, like it's okay. No, it was like I had to do well and I did do well. I think the pressure helped. The pressure shaped me. Like, I do super, super well under pressure because I feel like I've constantly lived in that state of like, there's so much at risk. I have to provide, I have to do well. So, like, I have grown very accustomed to doing that. And hold on. It's also a very loud spot. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. Hopefully, the microphone actually is doing the job. But like, I've grown very accustomed to stress and anguish, and just the turmoil. I've all low key become addicted to it. I think. I am a workaholic to my core. Though I love relax. That's a lie. I can't relax. I actually cannot relax. I've always said this. I don't really know how to just be. That's also why I'm here outside. I was reading this book, just being, but I feel like even the book is not me just being. Like, I feel like I work a lot to constantly stop myself from thinking because once I sit and think, like, I don't know if I just don't want to confront that. I don't know. That's something probably to unpack at a later moment, but like, I am I don't want to work myself to death. I don't want to stress myself out. I don't want to be stressed forever. I don't want to put all this pressure on myself. Cuz I don't have to. Though it was put on me by others. Um I shouldn't feel I don't have to keep that up. I don't have to keep living for that, and I'm trying to use this summer to do that. So, I don't know how I will. And the thing is, I want to document some of this stuff because I feel like just for my own sake, just to see what that looks like. But one, I have no storage. Like, I have no storage on this iPad, on my phone. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get a MacBook. Unfortunately, I don't really like buying, new stuff just like off rip. I'm trying to buy a car. Like, I'm trying to save my money, but I think I will need a MacBook if I do choose to be serious about this. But also, like, I don't know if documenting this stuff kind of goes against the point because then it becomes like another thing to do, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to relax and be in nature and be in like my own bubble. I mean, I feel like I'm always in my own bubble. So in like a way where I'm actually catering to my needs and actually trying to take care of myself. I don't know if it is counterproductive for me to try to document that and then edit it and then put it out in the world. But also, I don't know. I think it's nice for myself, and then hopefully maybe finding people who will resonate. That's kind of what um, my hope is like maybe people will eventually come across this and be like, yeah, specifically for Black women, like we really just bear the brunt of all that is you know, difficult and heavy in this world. It really falls on us a lot of the times. And I think it's so ironic for me to like do all this research and have all this knowledge of like the importance of resting and the importance of resisting capitalism and like the system that makes you work so hard, the system that makes you, you know, stress yourself out. And then for me to just fall right into it by being a workaholic, by being so driven by like, it's not even that I want money. Like I'm not even someone who's like doing all this work for money because I want to be rich. Like that's I've never really been like, oh, I want to be rich. Like I want to do well that I can, you know, have the things that I want and need and like still like just not have to worry. I just don't want to worry. That's really how I would describe it. But it's not that I want money and that's what's pushing me or driving me. I feel like that's another issue if that's your thing. But I'm driven by validation, probably like the success that I want. One, it is for me. Like at the root, it is definitely for me. Like I do want to be successful because I really love what I want to do. Like the plans I have for myself, and like specifically to help people. Like I want to do that stuff because I want to see this work, spread and like it actually have an effect on people's lives. But that's the biggest reason. But there's definitely a big part of it is also like wanting that validation from others and wanting like to be seen and like um valued for it. I think that's all I was valued for. I think a lot of people could probably relate to academic validation being like the sense of like love and joy and pride that you probably received either from your parents or from your teachers. Like it was never about like you as a human being and what you like that value that you have just being alive, but like more what you produce and what you can give and what you can you know do for others really. They try to mold you into the perfect worker who is okay with incentivized by like little things and things that will keep you happy for a little bit, basically like the pay week, keep you happy for that 1 2 weeks, keep working, and then it just keeps you, it's enough to keep you going, keep you going mentally, um, financially, all that stuff. And so I don't know, I want to unpack that and deroot it and try to find value and find joy and peace and like not the crazy things, but just I don't know, like I woke up today. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Like I'm feeling very grateful for little things, not just like, oh, because I did really well on this test or like I got this internship, but no, like being grateful that I woke up, I went to the gym, I got up and I moved my body. Like I'm happy that I'm able to just be here and experience everything because even though the experiences of like the world and just media and like politics and just all that stuff that I'm already engaging with like constantly is stressing me, like I don't want that to be everything because that is really how they overwork you so that you can't properly function the way you want to, can't properly fight back when you are ready, because if you're mentally not there and you're mentally um just absorbed with working, you never have the chance to one think for yourself and also think about like how you can help the people next to you. Because if we're all doing it, then no one's looking out for one another. So though I can't change it all in one day, but I can at least start with myself and see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, I also want to figure out what I want to do with like this podcast because I feel like I do a lot of like politics and I do a lot of like I don't know, talking about current events, and I do like that, but I don't know, I want to see how impactful just my insights can be about the world. So like this is kind of like me doing a very informal video, just to put it out there and see how it does. But like I don't know, I'm curious. I sometimes like I can feel like the doubt in my head come up as I talk about this of like who cares what I have to say, or what if what I have to say isn't really that like insightful or different. I don't know. I don't care. I really don't. I just want to see. And it's really all is in the pursuit of people, finding people who can relate and also want to build those connections, even if it's online. Like, I guess that's kind of what the world is right now. So, I don't know. But to that end, I'm practicing gratitude. I hope that we all can get rid of our previous ideas of what makes a person valuable or what makes a person like great, money, fame, riches, all the stuff that, typically is pushed as seemingly important. Damn, I hope I'm not spitting in this. I don't know. I gotta also figure out this equipment and all the stuff. Like I feel like the more I commit to this YouTube and podcast space, the more like money I gotta spend to actually do it. So anyways, I hope that we can reframe our thinking and try to do more with not the things that are given to us, but like what we ourselves have. Like I'm trying to write about who I am. Oof, these bugs. I'm trying to write about who I am and like what it is that I love about myself that isn't about like my intellect or like my grades or whatever. Like I don't know, just being more reflective. I want to end this video soon so that I can do more reflecting in the air and this nature scene that I'm in. But like I don't know, I felt like talking about it a little bit before because I just want to set those intentions. Yeah, set those intentions now and then actively act on that as I, spend the rest of my time out here and, see if anyone else can relate to, constantly chasing success or validation and things that are outside of you and how to come back to ourselves, really. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say for now. Probably we'll talk more about this as I continue. I guess I gotta start journaling. That's the one thing that I can't do stuff besides going to the gym. I can't do things that I gotta do daily, or I feel pressured to do daily, or else I get really anxious. Like I can't do the journaling once a day. So I'm trying to figure out when I feel moved to do it, and if that's even helpful. I think the writing I've been doing has been nice, but like it's more about just like trying to express my thoughts in a way that is works for me. So I guess I don't have to journal if I don't want to. Like nobody's forcing me regardless. Regardless, I am, yeah, trying my best, trying to see what this new journey can look like, and if I hopefully it has a good effect on like the content I create and like the stuff I talk about on my podcast, and like I'm trying to do a TikTok now. I don't know, this stuff is hard. I don't know what my goal is really. The goal is really to find people, but I don't really know how much effort I want to put into like the TikTok. I like YouTube. I love long form content is enjoyable for me because I just like to I'd rather just talk unedited and just put it. It's the easiest thing for me, truthfully. But we gotta expand your reach somehow. If anyone has tips for me, please let me know. But yeah, that's it for me. I will talk to y'all in the next one.